There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever. Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful. A ball of meat surrounding you. This is
There. No ball of meat. No light in the formless nothing. Just night coming right up, sir. Smooth passage. Alright, nothing town to fuck all borough. Do you want me to upgrade that to a one-way trip, sir? The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere, like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again.
You can take it. You're a champion.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache. A fiery streak.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though the blades come squeaking to a halt. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie. You hear a jingle. It says, whirling in rags, on the alum. A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the hot water spray. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that as you slow abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it. Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollen. Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you. It's not. It's swollen. Don't be scared. It's only your face. It's not like anyone. window stands broken in its frame. The morning light hurts your eyes. The shards face outward. Whatever broke, a fine web of scarring covers the back, more likely a projectile than a held object. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. The single green shoe you found fit. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now a cool wind. There they both are. Two identical, like two baby crocodiles. Good.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
No.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman. The young woman shakes her head slowly.
No. You're a police officer, sir. I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time. You've been here for 3 days. I couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking. Could it be because of the drinking? Don't be so harsh on yourself.
A glib remark. Don't let it stand. A search.
A fondness for contradictory statements. Extraordinary.
Try the expression. Come on, why are you still doing this?
Alcohol raises testosterone levels, especially in men. The levels remain elevated after inebriation ends and the pain begins.
She puts out her cigarette. Something stirs in you as she's about to go. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her.
Yes? You're in a hostel, sir. We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation.
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties. It's 51. The current century? Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir. You're right. There is nothing funny about. There was the usual ruckus. I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking. Oh, yes. Various artists. Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on. I don't know about that. A slow, sad song started playing. Like organ music. Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very... Yes. Then you started screaming and trashed the place. A window was smashed. A tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was. I think you screamed that you... I went out afterwards. Everything was cool. Glad to have been of assistance.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul. Utterly, through a PA system by other people. Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious. Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he is purposely.
Oh no, you're a hero.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with it?
Yes, you are. Or what did you not do? First you took the body down, then you solved the murder, then you didn't try. You're right, you didn't, and it's only taken you 3 days not to. No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird looks like the bird was ripped off the shield. That was something about it makes you feel bitter.
Look, your buddy. Why don't you go and talk to him?
He pretends not to hear you. Concentrate. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, the man does not.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world, he is your half-brother.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 50.
You realize this is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here? If you don't mind, we should talk to him. It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interview? Right. And the interviews? At the 57th, we like to Okay. We'll have time. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? So,
This is the first time you detect a weariness.
where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as I was sent here to. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged. Yes. They're not just. I would ask you to step into the. You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a. We all feel. But first, we have to take. I can see you drank last night and the night before. And that you are still drunk now. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. Talk to the manager. After you.
Hello again, sweetie.
The lieutenant, wait. Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer. And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
What was with that fucking wink?
I see you are still grieving. You must forgive me. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Yes, officer. You look rather.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
Oh my. You know where we are, right? That's right. In a hostel called the Whirling in Rags, to be precise. Yes, and Revachol? Yes, great. See? We're getting somewhere. What else you know about our city of splendor? Tattered as she may, how would I even begin to tell you? I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but speaking of history, you know what you... That's right, dear. How splendid. Here.
Her relief is palpable.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? Oh, sweetie. It's Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign...
But they still have cops.
Oh, dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Rivers, but we should stop for today, sweetie. You look...
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. Of course, sweetie,
I'm just a poor woman, she thinks. What do I...
You were doing quite well up until the end there. It does look...
A sigh.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs, and while...
She means this sincerely.
Someone more educated...
No. I'm not an encyclopedia.
Of course. Then I don't know. Yes, dear.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia...
That's quite all right. I'm used...
There is no bitterness in her voice. She accepted...
Whatever do you mean? Sequence killers? Oh my...
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
It seems to me that you lucked out with your partner. He, of course, did.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching our syrupy and attaboy. It's coming back to him. You had your mesolimbic reward pathway worried there, not thinking about drinking all that time. It was like you weren't yourself. Maybe you haven't turned out well for your drinking. Have you thought about that? Get a goddamn rum and lemonade to yourself, boy. Or better yet, lick that stain off the counter. Calmly, the lieutenant...
What are you doing? We should move.
You could definitely go for some more. The worker. Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from.
No idea. Looks like he works for... Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not...
You gently shake his... The man with...
Mr. Gart, right?
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from...
Fantastic. That's wonderful, really. I think so. But there's a dead body.
Sir, I understand your...
Yes, of course.
For a moment, the man fidgeted.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene.
No, I only just got here.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got...
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep it...
But you still know your way...
Yes, I know where...
I didn't imply that. Detective, I have everything. You?
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would? Behind this building, there's a courtyard. That's easy. See that door there?
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his...
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him. She went away because... Extra fine. No, I'm not...
He's very animated all of a sudden. This is clearly a
I have 3 cafeterias.
Let's go.
Not so fast.
No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can.
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a responsibility!
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is
Wow, you're a genius. Yeah.
Who does that clown think he is? Arrest him! No one is saying that! No one is saying that Ty can talk! That would be ludicrous! It's just that you should arrest him! It would be wiser! He wants to take your money!
the lieutenant looks at you.
If you don't have the money,
That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. What are you, a philosopher? Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room or 8 bottles of potent blend and 9 packs. Are you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess.
some do take recompense, but only to survive.
For survival, to pay me. Unless you want to become a hobo, if you run out of money, you die. It's like that for all of us. Me too. That's why I need you to pay me. I'm not an asshole.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something.
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay.
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
You mean somewhere else to run up a huge debt? I don't think so. The union squeeze in most places.
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a short...
Good luck.
By the way, where is home? But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. In time or space? That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. Entertain the thought when you get the time. Maybe be...
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
An old call box with an off-key melody.
Kudos! Please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your Oh, I'm sorry, officer. But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So I can't...
A single beep indicates that you ring the... What an ominous name for a hair salon. Doesn't bode well for anyone's hair. All you hear is static. You ring the doorbell. You wait for a minute. Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a... You hear static from the intercom speaker.
Yes, hello.
She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. A receiver must not be working properly.
My God,
The lieutenant...
it's you.
No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Michelle, why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought
A spot.
it's so nice to be able to...
She sounds like she's about to cry. She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on another seagull.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
You Press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call. Silence. Silence. No one answers the doorbell. Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. Silence. This button looks new.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
No. Hold on. The last thing you need. You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers cop habit. This isn't case related. Hard to say. Your vision is blurred. No. The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. You seem to be holding a cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural.
Active decay.
He's about to blow! Cock's gonna blow!
The smell is repulsive. You feel a great force ringing until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and you're...
It's okay. Happens to everyone. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. There is fruit nearby. There's a greenhouse here, and a garden.
You're back. Of course. What can I help you with? Sure, I'm done with it. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache. Of course. Where to? No problem. What do you mean? Yes, sir.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
The harbor gates? Some kind of commotion. There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment, some shops and a bridge. Just coast. It's just water. No, actually, I think no problem. Of course.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them.
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
Before you stands a motor carrier. Vapor emanates. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and...
This is the Kupris Kinema, my motor carriage.
Motor carriage, motor carriage. Something bad with a motor carriage. A dark lump rises in your throat. In the cabin, you see a set of...
This is...
Motor carriage. Nothing. Nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. Please proceed with the carefree lollygagging.
Yes, sorry about that.
He says it with very badly concealed pride.
No, I'm afraid not. We have a murder case on our... The Kupris motor...
But this is different. This is...
You're right. I didn't take you for a motorcar enthusiast. Do you also like Tip Top, Detective? An interstellary racing series. You should definitely give it a go if you like motor car.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering, a metallic...
Take what you need, officer.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. The pry useful for opening all the handles up. You can do good work with it's robust. What lets you see things in it. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. The frequency, the soft...
This is Precinct 50.
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct.
Under the green prime line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. I wonder what Kim's default radio station is.
Just a second, officer.
10-2.
A scrawny old man sits.
10-4, what's your status? Over. 10-18, 10-20, over. 10-18, state your message, sir. Over. 10-9, repeat message. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to attend.
Is it him?
Says he lost his badge and...
He what? He lost his badge? Who lost his Dick fucking Mullen?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen.
Dick Mullen is not. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
He's asking...
Of course it's serious.
Satellite Officer Vicmar concurs. Losing your badge is serious. Over. 10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in port.
Fuck me! Mac, come here!
What's going on?
Super cop.
He lost his badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
He asks you to please...
Why? Did he find it?
Sergeant Person?
You don't have a comeback.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it. 10-9.
New heights?
Ask him. Sergeant Person.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you? Okay, it's gone. Your gun is most definitely gone.
Don't sweat it, Bratan! You don't need a gun to have fun!
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were on...
Even before you can...
He says he didn't lose his gun.
Ask him to describe it.
Satellite Officer McLean.
Oh, request a description, huh? We'll give him one. Describe the plasma gun.
It's a single-shot kill.
Says it's armistice? What?
Dear God, he lost his gun. Oh my.
This isn't really...
Mac can face a giant of Coco Nur by himself. But Disco hit him. Oh, I can't. Fuck. He lost his... Ask him.
I'm not going to ask. Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession. Here.
Lay off. Lay off!
Satellite Officer 10-4, affirmative.
Oh, God.
Officer, do you need further? 10-4, I...
What does he...
Is he... I don't...
Don't give that asshole anything.
Right. That's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. He says...
He isn't...
Request denied. He says...
Well, I get...
Who cares what this... Enough, officer. This begging is below your dignity.
Anything else, sir?
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost your memory.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
What? What?
He wants to...
But of course,
Tell him to...
What do you need, sir? Over. That's a negative. 10-4.
Hold up, Jules.
Seems like...
No. Fuck him. Don't tell him.
Sorry, sir. Anything more I can do for you? Over. 10.
You probably don't want to continue on this road.
Come again, sir. I didn't get that. 10-9. Over. 10-4.
Does he actually want something?
He asked if he ever...
For God's sake,
Sir, satellite officer. So, was there anything else? 10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over. Sir, I will not have you talk to me in this manner. Oh,
What? What is...
He seems intoxicated.
Mullen's drunk and
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunk...
Understood, sir. Over. Roger.
18. The small room is filled with...
What is going on here? Did something happen?
What happened is my partner made contact.
Mac, the torso Torson, is finger-fucking his fist, laughing hoarsely, and a...
Yeah, Mullen was fucked, alright.
Yeah, Mac's right. This was some...
Enough! None of this is funny. It's fucking sad.
We must help him.
Yeah?
I just know we can't give up.
Mac, this shit...
I guess I can hold off the report for a few days.
Good. Okay.
Far north, on the other side of the motorway. As you tap on,
There's no use pressing the heat.
translate, alternative translate. The white suede feels luxurious.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on.
Received.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
Officer? Yes, hello? Oh, right.
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again.
No, not me. No, sorry. I don't. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later.
Yeah, go on. Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. Oh.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours? Yes, you absolutely It feels like you haven't worn yours in a long, long time.
Please, no. Not this. You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and you were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe.
Some poor sod was trying to eat his pudding while you were screaming, spit flying, imitating the mercy shot right next to him. Spat some in his food. I don't think he touched it after.
Me neither. No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead. Saying it almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, I did not. Uniform. I never saw you in it. You mean, why did I leave the bar? You know?
You think you hear a sliver of accusation?
I really don't. Maybe, I don't know. I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her.
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. Yes, obviously. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night. Well, you were worse than all of them. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. We Go On by the O.O. To hell with... Then there was your room. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened, and then you screamed something about how you're actually a real cool guy, and no one understands it. One of the coolest guys there is. The coolest guy in Jamrock. Something about disco, too. And then I had to deal with your toilet. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing damn it, I don't remember what... Especially when there's a hurricane loose.
Something in you wants to immediately forget about.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst. God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's protect the stuffed bird. I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there. Didn't seem like you had fun doing it, though. All sorts of things. Yes, that's the one you liked.
Interesting. You still have to find a copy, though, before you can blast it. You hear
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
As always.
Right away, the lieutenant reaches into the cab.
Someone must have been messing with the radio or...
He's still avoiding your gaze, and his ears glow red.
Oh, is that what it was called? Nothing to get into, really.
This is Precinct 57. Can I connect you to someone? 57.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering leads. There are several footprints in the mud, left by heavy workers' boots. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear? What do you think you are? A super detective? You're...
Noted.
There he still is, looking right through you. The ammonia the second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Nor does the wind right now.
The weight is reassuring.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder. I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets. Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight. I think I've lost my sense. Not being hungover helps too. That's probably a good idea. You need to get your shit together. We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do. Give it half an hour. Get yourself together.
This trash, there's something in there. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you...
Trash? Food waste from the cafeteria? What do you mean, feel? We could try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage. Or we could ask for a key from the manager.
Can I help you? Mine? No, it belongs to the...
Thank you for clearing that.
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why.
I thought as much.
Well, yes.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs it. Prod at him and find out.
What do you need?
It concerns the case.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
This trash container with a well... Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. Of course you should. This is your time to shine, Hobo Cop. There is. But you won't. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Wow. An Armistice caliber 50 knock cannon. Never mind. Look at that fat and is that a Cordon Electrics preamp with Electra F2 tubes? It is. No, you won't. Because none of those things are real. They're not actually in there. All you see is a broken mug with a racist depiction of... You see milk and egg rest with one broken... You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your... No. So good practice for... A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal among the threadbare kitchen towel as the legs of the slime.
The victim's clothes? Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them. The belt is missing. That
something slimy catches you. A drab long-sleeved shirt.
This is a military type overgarment. No label.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety weight.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the...
The fuck's he on about?
See? Not really.
The lieutenant nods. It's just organic, nothing. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out. They look badly damaged.
Officer, is that your... Yes, it is. Look. This, if you don't mind my asking, how could you have let your paperwork end up in the trash? What are you talking about? Doeth thou also thorough inventories? You should take stock of your notes. Make sure it's all there. It would also not hurt to start taking...
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read? It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from... There's a piece of toilet paper. Or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's a metaphor. Below the pathetics? Terror. It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is... An aluminium block runs the width of the board. Biting, the surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker.
What? Yes, halogen watermark used for any capable light with all RCMV.
This means you can read the watermarks.
It depends.
How many years you've been on the force.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers, they're not exactly white. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, case files, commit, work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of... It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes. 2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me. That's okay.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is... There is, for precisely 1 more. 5th, the tasks you've completed flow out of the kind green ape pen. Inspect, interview. It's not exactly poetry. A satisfying slap, things to be done, and...
No, actually. Any ideas? Furies. Yes, well, I don't know. I have to... Could you make it less poetic somehow? Just a normal...
Yes. You know what that normal...
Great. That's great. That's I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
Yes, a title, one might say even. Arson, petty theft, spousal abuse, handwritten logs on dozens of...
Yes, how very childish of you. In your and my defense, almost everyone in the RCM... It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM.
You don't exactly close. In the back, you see thin then rip them from the binder. 3. The topmost are, you don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work. A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 200. These are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time for a dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. Yes, all that remains now. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 blue, the blue heart. Don't look into it. Something rattles. The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli. With your hands, U4-sized pages hang from the clip. The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off is not what the ledger quivers in your hand. As it shakes, the pages rustle. This...
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in. I'm going away for a lot.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, Pig. You're not seeing this.
You can still
Kuno's got this.
if there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid.
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy, Kuno.
Can't talk, Pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with drugs.
Yeah, Kuno.
Kuno's riding at sea.
The rake, Kuno. You should throw
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
You will see.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got. Shitload, Pig.
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them.
You have no idea what the usual is. Just ask whatever comes to mind.
Kuno's fuck gimp. Kuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice. Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. I don't know. Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in. Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis. And you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp. Just a couple of pigs sniffing around.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
You're testing Kuno.
Get lost,
Right, Pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it? Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno. Listen. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around. Except for that up there. Now you want performance gear?
The lieutenant remains silent.
Pig, these are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Believe it, you need...
These could drastically improve your coach, physical. They will also make you into an idiot.
Alright,
don't do business with the pig, Kuno.
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust...
There's more to his distrust than being
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again? Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain.
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement. Kuno doesn't know who...
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno.
Yeah, get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen. Look at that fucking shit. You fuck does Kuno know?
The lieutenant.
It's a trap, Kuno. Don't climb it, Kuno.
Dunno. Kipda's gardener used to work there. Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Look it up in the library. Kuno's not... Look, Kuno doesn't...
Yeah, her.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno's Kuno, pig. Yeah, Kuno's in a fucking gang. In a bang gang.
He lays the names out there with pride and precision.
Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's... Help! Pig's got Kuno.
Help! He's got the Kuno, help! Help!
Escalate, Kuno.
Pig's in here, Kuno. Somebody, please. Help! Misters!
He's having the time of his life.
He's flashing Kuno! He's showing his genitals! No one? Kuno's doing this.
This is where Kuno...
Help! The pig's gagging him! Kuno can't speak!
You put him up to the...
Listen to your friend. Help! The RCM is trying to fuck Kuno in the eye. Look, I know you wanted to hit me. You got that, I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets.
The murder look. The rage look. I can. Kuno can smell that violent shit. I know. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. You're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno.
Backing up was a bad idea.
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch.
No, you're not.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno.
Okay. Kuno is kind to his bitch. I
Click, 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 click.
Yeah, like a fucking.
You're lucky you didn't die there.
Yeah. Kuno's got some. What are you? Like 80, right? Maybe you should stop embarrassing your.
Perhaps you could compress this negative energy and turn it into some sort. That's right. Turn your weaknesses into conceptual strengths. Try it again now.
Yeah. The king. Yeah, whatever. The fuck about. You're.
Get lost.
Kuno.
Hello again, officer. Of course, no problem.
This post lavatorie mail collect. The box eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and the mail collection box seems cathartic. Thanks.